Hey, David Wygant with John Keegan. Hey, John, you know what's funny? Everybody's trying to be clever.
That's for damn sure.
You notice that, like people always post something and try to be clever.
Everything's clever. Like you always said, like social media is everyone's like my best fake life, you know? Like every picture on Instagram is my best fake life. I was thinking about
That's so true. It is. It should be called Fakeogram.
yeah, Fakeogram. What about though? I was thinking about starting an Instagram that just shows and set just my shitty life, and it's just like everything is like, you know, you're waiting in long lines at the supermarket. You're
You're
stuck.
at DMV.
You're
you
stuck
make an
in
appointment.
traffic, right?
Yeah.
Your girlfriend's not taking you back on time. You're home laying in bed with like tissue paper rolled up next to your computer while you're watching from jerking off.
You run out of toilet paper. You gotta use a sock.
Yeah, sock.
You know what I mean?
And you're just wiping it on your pajamas while you watch a Netflix show with like tortillas all over your chest.
You
What do you think?
jerked off and it didn't have any fucking toilet paper, and you had to go to a doctor's appointment that day. And you go with crusty underwear.
Yeah, oh man. And a hot nurse checks you out. Yeah, it's like that would be a better thing, you know.
It's so true.
That's actually probably get a lot of followers, right?
Well, you know, it's funny. It's like, because everybody tries to fucking put their superhero version from online dating to swipe dating to Facebook. Well, Facebook, some people are depressed motherfuckers on Facebook,
Facebook's
right?
just become the angry fucking political asshole rant.
Oh,
you know?
it is.
I can't even look at it.
If you voted for Trump, I'm not going to date you.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean,
That's
how?
it. Yeah.
And I can do it. It's like in that New York Jewish accent.
Yeah.
If you voted for Trump,
Swipe left.
swipe left.
Yeah.
It's like,
Okay, fuck you. You know, we did that before back in the day. You remember we talked about that?
I know, we talked about it, but it's so annoying.
Makes me want to vote for Trump.
It does.
Yeah.
Just to get them angry.
Yeah, just a fucking stupid
I know.
idiot.
I won't
Fucking
sleep with you know, the funny thing-
one-dimensional fucking asshole.
Right.
Right? Yeah.
It is a one-dimensional
Yeah, you
fucking-
You can't completely understand that someone might have a different opinion than you.
No, because in society nowadays, you get rewarded and you get likes and you get this fake fucking personality and this fake validation from all these people who tell you, yeah, you're so right about your fucking righteous
Yeah, it's all
personality.
that. You're
And you
so
get all these people
right.
that agree.
Or how about every time a girl posts a picture of her ass online, all her friends are like, you're so beautiful,
Oh,
you're
I
so amazing, like reinforcing, you're so this, you're
And-
so right, you're so amazing, you're so validated.
And then the dude that's masturbating to it will go like, oh, you look so great right now. You working out? Meanwhile, he's jerking off to her. And that's nothing but the Instagram.
Yeah.
I mean, guys are just beating off to Instagram now.
Well, let's talk about the true story. I mean, this is all this stuff, like, as men, we're not allowed to say anything anymore. But the reality is if you can think back in the 90s, before the internet took off and all that, if you knew any girl would be posting any kind of, you know, handing out pictures of herself in her underwear or with her ass cheeks hanging out or any of that, she would be a hooker, right? And now it's literally every girl in her 20s, teens and 20s, is literally everything's about her ass out. She's totally naked. It's borderline a Playboy spread. Every single girl, and that's the
And
that's
then
the
God forbid,
culture.
and then we, if a man,
If I look at it,
right, if a
yeah.
man puts a picture of himself in a bathing suit on an online dating profile,
Yeah.
women would be like, oh God, I hate men that do that. I'm thinking like, now wait a second, okay? You can show your ass, you can put yourself in a bikini,
Yeah.
but the fact is, if we have pecs and we look good, you don't like it. I mean, guaranteed, I'm not going to wear a G-string so my hairy fucking ass cheeks are fucking hanging out on an Instagram shot.
Yeah.
But it's just so bizarre. It's such a weird. It's like the land of double fucking standards. You know, it's like
it's outrageous.
It's
yeah.
outrageous, and women wonder why men are predatory, because men are constantly fucking seeing half naked shots of women on Instagram 24/7.
We're being
You're
inundated
revving
with
them
sexual
up.
imagery. We're being inundated with sexual imagery, and it really has translated into a lot of problems. Like, so it shocks a man's mind. It puts him right into his reptile brain.
Yep.
Then a lot of women are now, using that against it. And then it's like, oh, I don't like how men are. I don't like how men are. Well, when you turn a man into a reptile, that's how he is. You know?
Predatory.
Yeah, well, you're actually just tapping into that. You're tapping into it over and over and over. for attention, by the way.
Well, they're all seeking validation and attention, and then the fact is they don't date any of the guys because then they say none of the guys are really great. They don't say anything clever. You showed them 6 fucking pictures of your ass. Of course they're going to ask you to sleep with them because you've triggered their primal fucking reptile brain. And the fact of the matter is that if you put these pictures up enough time, most of the desperate people are out there trying to swipe who don't have the personality to go out there and meet somebody because they're fucking too afraid to talk to somebody in Whole Foods. So you are getting the predatory guys online. You always have. And the women are equally as predatory online, too. You get a lot of, you know that. You don't answer a woman, on an online dating site, and she goes, oh, you say you're open to a great connection. I can't believe you didn't answer me. Well, I'm not fucking attracted to you. What am I supposed to say? Get used to what it's like to be a man.
Well, I feel like we got a lot of anger going on here.
No, it's good. It's good shit.
Yeah, but I think that, there's some truth in all of this what's going on with that, and then how and a lot of times like the swipe dating, things like that has caused that reptile brain to get tapped into and women to feel disrespected. But what was the point of this podcast? Do we have a point?
No, we had a point. Now people listening going, oh, they don't have a point? Oh, God, you're going to one-word-itis right now. I'm not listening to this show ever again. They didn't have a point, right?
Yeah,
that's another thing about society now. It's like things are taken out of context.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's like somebody can read an entire fucking paragraph, okay?
Yeah.
And then take those 3 words, because they get triggered by those 3 words, and take the entire fucking paragraph out of context. Like right now, people will be like, well, you guys were talking about something interesting, and then you digress from this, and how dare you? It's like, I'm never listening to this show ever again.
Well,
never.
This was about how people think they're like people are trying to be clever when most people aren't. They're just simply not. Right? There's a lot of whatever. There's a lot of people who aren't clever, and there's some people who are. But the thing is that there's a lot of people being basic. Is that what you're saying?
No, there's a lot of people who are putting up these superhero versions of who they are and not their real versions. And that's the thing. You can put up your ass shots, but there's no personality behind it.
But it's all in the name of validation.
It's all seeking validation.
From your 100 followers or your 5 million followers.
5 million followers or your 23 followers or, your 75,000 followers and, your 1.5 million followers so you can become a fucking Instagram spokesperson of like tobacco or whatever it is,
or
whatever you get paid, like, oh, look at me in my Fiji water bottle. Okay, I got paid a little bit of money on that.
Does anybody actually make any money off this
Some people
shit?
do. Some people do it. Most people don't. But everybody wants the easy ride.
Yeah.
And a lot of these followers are fake. I mean, you can go to Fiverr. For those of you who don't know, Fiverr will give you a testimonial and they'll give you followers. There's companies out there that go and they find you followers. Yeah. I mean, you can buy this stuff. I mean, there's no point. And that's the thing. Why are we all lying to one another?
Because we all want to be hot shots. We all want to be importante.
No, it's like the high school mentality. We've talked about it. It's like a giant high school.
Well, that's actually really what it's like. It's like the high school mentality we all hated and wanted to get away from. And then now we're like all sucked into it. Like if I meet a girl and I give her my Instagram and her Instagram is 30,000 followers and mine has 500, it's like, oh, okay. It's like...
I know, it's like oh, you're popular and I'm not.
Oh, okay, I guess I'm not in the cool crowd because I don't have 30,000 followers. Yeah.
I know, and it's so funny. Or the people... How many times a day do you see people walking around and they're staring at Instagram?
All day.
All day, right?
Yeah, including myself. It's a dangerous thing.
I don't look at it.
Well, I've actually had to block several sites, including news sites on my thing, Twitter on my phone. I should probably block Instagram too. Now, I always have the excuse like, oh, well, I use it to post stuff for business or whatever, right? It's also good for dating, You can kind of like get a lot of little messaging going back and forth on these things.
More messaging, no conversation.
And then there's the whole thing like you make these stories, right? Everything. The reality is everything's about sex, and we're all lying to ourselves. It's not. Basically, it's like an NWA song. What was their song like? It's all about bitches and hoes. Was it? No, it's all about bitches and money, right? So that's like the ghetto version of saying it's all, about some guy who's making money and building his empire and getting a beautiful woman, right? It always comes back to that. So the reason I got hooked on Instagram stories is because I had a bunch of girls that I met following me. So I want to make these cool stories so that they're following me. And then at one point I just thought this This whole I'm now running a TV network. I'm making free content all day for Instagram. It's free content for Instagram to make right? And meanwhile, just to get some girls to look at how cool my life is. And then I'm like, yeah, there I am. I'm pitching my cool life. Look how cool it is. Look how cool it is.
Everybody wants to be a fucking TV network.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody can be satisfied. Why don't you just get sad? That's what's nice. It's like walking around today being a nobody. You know? I mean, that's what life really is, because you're all a bunch of fucking nobodies trying to be a somebody. But in reality, the only way you're a somebody is to the people who care about you. These people on Facebook and Instagram, they don't give a fuck about you. You stop posting your stupid shit, they'll stop reacting with a like or a thumb. They're too lazy to even write a comment. You count your little hearts all the time on Instagram. It's just not worth it. None of this stuff is worth it. It doesn't ground you. It doesn't center you. And it doesn't make you a better person. It's like these hashtags are fucking crazy. You know, you go and look at it like, oh, look. Because it's all designed to suck you into this vortex of time wasting. It's wasting time staring at a fucking electronic device with your head looking like you're going to give it a fucking blowjob, walking around being oblivious to what's going on around you. Of course, that's the reason why most people miss connections with people, because they're not paying attention. They're connecting to people who don't give a fuck about them on social media. Amen, man. That's it. We're done. We'll do another one. John's coming back for one more. Definitely one more. It's like Rain Man. Definitely one more time around. Do me a favor, post this on social media, okay? See what type of reaction y'all get.
Share it.